and the Russian invasion, and some of the knock-on effects are really starting to hit home here for the people who have fled the war zone to make their new home here in Fargo. Joining us this morning are two of the activists, FM Volunteers for Ukraine, Marina Baim and Michael Salvum. You guys have been working with this population for a long time, and now things are starting to take a turn that you guys are very, very sorry to see happening. What's going on?
Well, the work authorization for the Ukrainian guests and their actual guest status is not being renewed, and it's certainly not being renewed in a timely fashion for the majority of the folks that we are helping, and for Ukrainians across our country. And so now we're starting to lose some of those people to other states, but other countries, and it's not safe for them to go back to Ukraine. Obviously, the war is still raging. So that's what's happening now.
So when we're talking about people leaving the region, it's not just a question of losing, the friends and families and so on and so forth, the connections that they've made here. This is having a real effect on our local economy. What's going on with that?
So, for instance, I am a sponsor for a family of four. And so we're talking 2 children in the school system, a dad who works in the construction industry, and mom who works in a nursing home. And that's it. They had to pack up their bags.
Wow.
I mean, their whole life fit into 8 suitcases.
Oh my.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
They wanted to stay longer, but here it is. Their paperwork is running out, and they decided it's time to pack up and go.
Wow.
So they're currently in Poland.
Oh my. And obviously this has been an ongoing conversation for us because having brought them here was not just seen as a humanitarian thing to do. It also had benefits for the industries here who are suffering labor shortages, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our employer partners are really struggling to find qualified individuals to bring onto the labor force. And so having people from Ukraine, hardworking, very resilient, community-minded people to join their teams really was a benefit. And they've gone all out in most cases to welcome the new employees and support them and their families. So it's really making a bad situation worse.
Right. Obviously, too, in the course of the 3 years or so since they've been here in our part of the country, they've built bonds, right? Like, I have to wonder what it was like for that family to say goodbye for those kids with their new friends in school and everything.
Oh, I'm sure. I know it was heart-wrenching. There were a lot of tears. There was a goodbye party. He belonged to a soccer team. So imagine, so it's the Spuds in Moorhead, and so there was this big goodbye to him, and yeah, it was not easy. The night before the family left, the boss, the construction owner of the company, brought over like cots because they had to get rid of their furniture. So instead of sleeping on the floor, it's like, here you go, here's some cots. It's stuff like that, and we are all missing them very much so, and this is just the beginning.
Right. So there's probably more departures to come.
We've had departures prior to this particular family that Marina is referencing. We've had families, I would say every couple of weeks, we've had families and individuals who have left. And these are people that somebody in North Dakota or Minnesota sponsored. So each person who came from the war in Ukraine has an American sponsor who helped them and vouched to, and then worked really diligently to make sure that they were safe and included here.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting.
Yeah. And obviously it's a very fluid situation, right? We don't know exactly what's happening yet, but we are going to be finding out more. There's a presentation coming up this week that you can attend and find out a little bit more about from activists like Michael and Marina about the situation with the Ukrainian refugees. We'll have all of that information for you guys on our website after the show, and we're going to come back and check on that weather real quick after the break.